Chapter 41. Can you draw out Leviathan? The Lord continued speaking to Job out of the whirlwind. He had shown him the beauty of the stars, the wildness of the beasts, the force of the behemoth. Now he turned to Leviathan, a creature of the deep, terrifying, uncontrollable, known only to God. God said,
"Can you draw out Leviathan with a hook, or snare his tongue with a line which you lower? Can you put a reed through his nose, or pierce his jaw with a hook? Will he make many supplications to you? Will he speak softly to you? Will he make a covenant with you? Will you take him as a servant forever?"
The questions cut deep. Job had asked to question God. Now God asked, "Can you tame what I've made?" He said,
"Will you play with him as with a bird, or will you leash him for your maidens? Will your companions make a banquet of him? Will they apportion him among the merchants? Can you fill his skin with harpoons, or his head with fishing spears?"
Then came the warning.
"Lay your hand on him. Remember the battle, never do it again. Indeed, any hope of overcoming him is false. Shall one not be overwhelmed at the sight of him?"
And then God said what he had been leading to all along.
"No one is so fierce that he would dare stir Leviathan. Who then is able to stand against me? Who has preceded me that I should pay him? Everything under heaven is mine."
Leviathan was terrifying, but even he was just a servant in God's vast domain. God ruled even over chaos. And then God described this creature in detail. He said,
"I will not conceal his limbs, his mighty power, or his graceful proportions. Who can remove his outer coat? Who can approach him with a double bridle? Who can open the doors of his face with his terrible teeth all around?"
Leviathan was a fortress of flesh. God said,
"His rows of scales are his pride. Shut up tightly as with a seal. One is so near another that no air can come between them. They are joined one to another, they stick together and cannot be parted."
And then came fire. Not metaphor, but terror. God said,
"His sneezings flash forth light, and his eyes are like the eyelids of the morning. Out of his mouth go burning lights, sparks of fire shoot out. Smoke goes out of his nostrils as from a boiling pot, and burning rushes. His breath kindles coals, and a flame goes out of his mouth."
Who could stand before that? No man, only God. God said,
"Strength dwells in his neck, and sorrow dances before him. The folds of his flesh are joined together. They are firm on him and cannot be moved. His heart is as hard as stone, even as hard as the lower millstone."
Then God described what happens when men try to fight.
"When he raises himself up, the mighty are afraid. Because of his crashings, they are beside themselves. Though the sword reaches him, it cannot avail, nor spear, dart, or javelin. He regards iron as straw, and bronze as rotten wood."
Leviathan could not be defeated, but it could be created by God. God said,
"Arrows cannot make him flee. Slingshots are like stubble to him. Clubs are regarded as straw. He laughs at the threat of javelins."
And still, the description continued. until it was clear this is not just a monster, this is a mirror to remind man how very small he is. God finished.
On earth there is nothing like him which is made without fear. He beholds every high thing. He is king over all the children of pride.
And with that, the voice from the whirlwind grew silent. God had answered Job not with explanations, but with a vision of divine power, cosmic order, and the reminder that justice may be hidden, but never absent.